Welcome to Module 8 of the course, How to Use the Word them like a native speaker. In Module 6 and Module 7, we saw how to use her like a native speaker and how to use him like a native speaker, the changes in the pronunciation. We are going to continue the same ideas, focusing on the past tense verbs to get that extra practice in the pronunciation and what happens to them when we pronounce quickly. But because the module is very similar, Module 8 is very similar to 6 and 7, in the examples they will be a little bit more complicated with the vocabulary and the structures to give you a complete idea of how and why and the situations where we see what happens to them when we pronounce quickly. So let's start with the first video with how to use them like a native with ask, call, and tell. Ready? Let's start. We have the same basic explanation about them, right? That we have I, you, he, she, we, they with verbs when they are conjugated in the verb, and me, you, her, him, and us are when you refer to or talk about a person, right? We have seen this a lot. Let's be clear. Her is talking about a woman, never a thing. Referring to or talking about a woman and never a thing, right? Her is also the possessive word. It's my car, it's your car, it's her car. Him is the same idea, right? Referring to or talking about a man. Never a thing. Now remember, never a thing. His is the possessive. My car, your car, his car. Okay? So her and him, we are talking about people. Right? We're talking about a person or plural people. Them can be people or nouns. When I say nouns, I mean things, objects, right? So let's go slowly with this. If we have my friend, which is a singular one person, and then my friends, which is a plural person, look at there. So here, I can call my friends, I can call them. Here, them is referring to or talking about plural people, okay? Or I can ask my parents, I can ask them. Always that M, strong M sound, okay? Now, it is a singular pronoun, right, or singular noun, and them is a plural noun. So it, singular, them is plural. Now, my book is singular noun. My books is a plural noun. So if we have singular, I need my book. I need it. I need my books. I need them. So here, them is talking about an object or a thing, a noun. So here we have a little very close sound. If we have tell him, tell him. Tell them, tell them. So im, tell him, tell him. It's very close, but tell him, tell him. Tell them, tell them. Im, im, okay? So if we have I asked them, I asked them. It's not im, like him, but from here. I asked them. She told them, she told them. I called them, I called them. Asked them, told them, called them. Got it? So let's go slow and let's start to practice. Now, pause, listen, repeat, and train. All right? We want to get that ask 'em, see 'em, and different examples of them in the sentence quickly. I did not ask them because I did not see them yesterday. I didn't ask 'em because I didn't see 'em yesterday. Little faster. I didn't ask 'em because I didn't see 'em yesterday. I didn't ask 'em because I didn't see 'em yesterday. I told them what to do yesterday. I told them what to do yesterday. And I told them what to do. I told them what to do yesterday. We called them yesterday, but they did not call us back. We called them yesterday, but they didn't call us back. So we called them yesterday, but they didn't call us back. We called them yesterday, but they didn't call us back. You are just going to have to ask them to come today. You're just going to have to ask them to come today. And you're just going to have to ask them. You're just going to have to ask them to come today. You're just going to have to ask them to come today. You need to tell them to get off the train at Central Station. You need to tell them to get off this train at Central Station. And you need to tell them. You need to tell them to get off the train at Central Station. So you need to tell them to get off. You need to tell them to get off. We should not call them now. It is very late. We shouldn't call them now. It's very late. And we shouldn't call them now. It's very late. We shouldn't call them now. It's very late. So that ends the first video in our module 8. Join me in the next video where I'm going to continue talking about them to em in know, meet, and to find. See you there.